In this video I'm going to give you a solid of revolution example. So let's say you've got a sine graph. Half of a cycle is from 0 to pi. So we're going to revolve this 360 along the x-axis. So revolve this 360 along the axis, revolve this 360 along the axis, revolve it 360 along the axis. Eventually it will trace out a 3D solid. So our job is to work out the volume of this 3D solid. So the volume is given by the integral of something dx, and we're integrating it from 0 to pi, So looking at this, we're moving in the x direction. So we're moving along in the x direction. Let's say we are currently here. Let's just call this place x. Once we know x, what is this radius? What is this height? What is this radius? Well, the height here is sine of x. So once we've got the height, which is sine of x, once you've got the height, which is this height here, quickly pi r square it. That will give you the area of a circle. So you quickly pi r, because this is our radius, square it, and then you're really summing up all these disks. You're in effect so you get the radius here, quickly pi r square it, and then you're really summing up all these disks. Eventually, if you sum up all these disks, eventually it will give you the volume of this 3D solid. So the volume is given by you working out this integral. Okay, so the volume is given by you working out this integral from 0 to pi. So now you're integrating it with respect to x. So this pi here is just a constant. So drag the constant out of the integral. So concentrate on integrating this. And to integrate sine squared, you must know this by now. Sine squared is given by this. So let's replace this with sine squared. So put that into here. That will then give us this thing here. Well, this is a constant. So let's drag the constant out. It has nothing to do with x. So this is a constant. So drag it out. It will then give you this. So now it's just a matter of us integrating this. So when you integrate 1, it will give you, x. When you integrate this, think about it. When you integrate this, it will give you this thing here. And you're integrating it from 0 to pi. So put pi into here. Well, when you put pi into the x, it will give you this. Put this into here. It will then give you this thing here, and then you take away, and then you put 0 into here, and then you put 0 into here. So now take away 0, which disappears, add this thing here. Well, don't forget sine of 0 is 0, so this whole thing is 0, this whole thing here is 0. Sine of 2 pi, if you look at the sine graph, sine of 2 pi is right here. It's actually 0. Sine of 2 pi is 0. So this thing here disappears, leaving you with pi, and then you multiply this to the top. That will give you pi squared over 2. So the volume of that solid is actually pi squared over 2. Okay.